Hola, amiga. Welcome to the Latina Leadership Podcast, a podcast by Latinas for all women. Get ready because today's conversation is really special.
Hola, and welcome to another episode of Angelica and Monica on the road. We're taking Las Patronas and Latina Leadership Podcast on the road. We're going to be hitting up your cities, cities such as
Corpus, Brownsville, Harlingen, McAllen, Edinburgh, let's see,
El Paso,
Uvalde, Odessa,
San Antonio,
Amarillo, Austin, Dallas. I don't know if that's all of them, but that's most of them.
That's a majority of them, yeah. We're going to be hitting up your city, and we hope you welcome us. So this is our first startup. It's not really a stop. It's kind of like a kickoff. I'm going to come back at the beginning of May to kind of a celebratory, like off the road, like destination celebration.
So Houston today, then Corpus, Brownsville, Harlingen, Edinburgh, McAllen, Laredo, Uvalde, San Antonio, El Paso, Odessa, Amarillo, Dallas, Austin, Houston.
So, as you can tell, we're going to be on the road for quite some time. I believe I'm guesstimating that's going to be 5 weeks. I am excited. And then I'm also going to be, of course, Marianne and Monica are going to be joining me throughout the entire drive, driving with me, flying back. I'll be having company here and there, so I'm not going to be alone. So with saying that, I do want to start off the conversation. Monica, I picked this, okay. No, I think by this time you were married. I was going to say, do you remember kind of when people used to cruise this like park back in the day?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Okay, well, they used to call it Mason Park, and they also did it on Richmond. These were the days where I was just up to no good. Like, these were the days like when we would go, I mean, the entire blocks would be packed, right? So both lanes, and you were just cruising, meaning you would like literally go as slow as possible down these roads, right? Okay, well, literally me and my friends would jump in and out of cars based on because our friends were also, they're like guys and they had lowrider cars, or they just had like not souped up, I guess like performance cars? No, that's not the right
they
term.
were like custom. They were
custom cars.
Showing them off.
Correct.
Yeah,
they were custom cars, and so we would show them off here, or they would, because I didn't have a car.
I bet you got some juicy stories to tell.
And you know, all kinds of stuff would happen here, like fights. I don't know. That's all I can think about. No, fights, or people would drink, others would smoke, but it's nothing to be like, oh my God, we had such a great time. I think that was like at the peak of my terror.
Your reign of terror.
My reign of terror. I think that was the peak of my reign of terror, was down here in Mason Park, down 75th Street. Now you see all those signs that says, you cannot turn on Sundays from this time to this time. It was because of people like us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which is why I wanted to kick it off here, and which is why I wanted to start off here. And I don't know, I wanted to be real with the conversation, Monica, because I've been in a funk.
No, I feel it. I mean, it's just everything going on, everything happening. Like you said, back in the day, y'all would hang out. I mean, people don't do that anymore because of the internet, and everybody's kind of sucked into that. But I love that you're doing this because you're creating like connection, community. And I know I've seen it, the posts that we're putting online, like people are excited.
They're excited about it.
So
okay.
Come out and talk.
Okay, so here's what I do want to say is that you know why people are excited about things like this? It's because they're excited about, here, I'm just going to grab my microphone. They're excited because it's an opportunity to like come back to community, to come back to a place where we can like see each other. Yeah.
Face to face.
Where we can see each other. Especially because of all that happened within the last 6, 7 years, 8 years. Oh my God.
I know.
A lot has happened. But including, the panorama.
I like that name.
So third spaces is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Everybody likes that. You know what a third space is, right?
Mm.
Okay, so a third space means it's a place outside of your home or job.
Okay.
So
A third space.
a third space. So a
Mhm.
third space can be a community center, can be a fitness center, can be a park, can be whatever. It can be a meetup, a get together to go ride bikes, to go. Those are third spaces. Everybody right now is craving these third spaces. Some of these third spaces have gotten pretty expensive to do, right? Because there are places like, and we went there,
Yeah.
like Six Flags, Disney, all of that has a cost to be able to get in.
Yeah. And it's
And-
just going up and up and up.
And right now, as of now, everybody is feeling the beat of the unemployment, the downgrades, the job losses, the fortunes
Yeah.
gone, the house reduced to everybody's feeling the losses of all of these things, and everybody's really wants to get together. And there's this conversation around, should it cost money to be around each other?
No.
Do we have to go? I mean, good God, every time you even step out of the third spaces are wanted, they're needed, and it seems it's getting expensive to now start to do these things in third spaces, because the only time I get to see some people are in places where I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay for it all the time. I mean, I'm fine with supporting. I'm fine with like, but this is to like the average person. This isn't to like me and you who like, or like Marianne also, who we kind of like do the conferences. We do this, we do that. Like we pay to play. You know?
No, they're very much needed, and because a lot of people can't afford to, go out and spend money. I think that's why we're seeing the excitement, because they see you coming and they're like, oh, I want to go. I mean, everybody, I don't think we should have to pay for stuff like that. So yeah, meeting at a park or whatever spaces you find. Yeah, I'm excited. I think, it's very much needed in today's time. So, and like today, people are looking at us. They're like, what's happening? What's going on?
What's happening?
And it's like, come in. It's a community. Yeah, come in. Let's talk. And yes, I'm really excited that you're doing this.
Good. I'm excited also. I'm excited that you guys are going to join me on something like this, down the path of this. But okay.
Well, it reminds me of my old days and like road tripping and going all over the place. And yeah, I did a lot of that when I was young. So yeah, I'm excited.
You're excited. Well, talk to me, Monica. Tell me what else is happening. What else is going on in your life? Who do we got to go beat up? Who's messing with you?
Nobody. No, but I did a really special thing today with Ace Law. We went to the Tejano Center, and it was a Cinderella special day. They got to pick prom. They collected prom dresses, and they got to go. There was like 35 senior girls, and they made it a whole experience for them, and they got to pick a dress, and it was so wonderful to see the smiles on their faces. And then Mary Ann is doing that as well. Her Project Prom, her little boutique is opening up. And so she was like, if there were any girls that didn't find dresses, please, send them my way. And so, yeah, her thing is getting started, and we're excited for that. We help with that every year. So, yeah, just a lot of, and we do our scholarships about this time. So, we're working on that. I just love seniors. It's like, it's that time, that they're moving into a new chapter, and it's just, they're just so sweet, and you look at their faces, and some of them are like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? Like, because you kind of like, you're not, some people feel not ready for it. But we can give them our experience, and we can, try and make them feel a little bit better about the situation. Like, don't be scared. It's going to happen. So, go. And there's so many tools available, for you to be successful. But yeah, the Cristina Project, we do scholarships. And so I told them about that. So just busy with that, because again, the world is a little crazy right now. I feel like it's been ever since COVID. I think we were all in COVID going, it can't get worse than this. It just kept getting worse.
Little did you know.
Little did I know that it could get really bad.
No, little do we all know that, no, it can get bad.
I know. And then sometimes, I feel bad because we have a good time. We do a lot of things. We try and bring experiences to you and show you all the fun things to do with all this going on. And one of my friends, Ronnie, she was like, but we need to see that. It can't all be sad.
It can't all be sad.
We have to keep living our lives as best we can and bring joy when we can, because, when you have to deal with all of the heaviness, it can get to be too much. I know. And so I know that you were kind of like ready to kind of drive and go on the road.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm so ready to hit the road.
So I think this is going to be, I know sometimes you just turn on the music and look at the open road. And
you know what, Monica? I don't want to talk about what I'm doing here because people are going to hear me. I got 5 weeks to tell them what I'm doing. Me and you haven't had a conversation, just me and you. We haven't done a podcast on Monica. Monica Garza Vallejo.
Oh my gosh. Actually, fun story. So Garza was like,
there was a stolen name.
Yes, there was a falling out. I think I'm actually a Lopez, but there was a falling out and the child took the stepfather's name. Oh. So bloodline, I think I'm Lopez, but Garza was my maiden name. Married name is Vallejo. Gosh, going to be 30 years in November.
That she's been married.
Yeah.
So, Monica, let's start. I'm going to do this interview style. You ready? Okay. Monica, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
I feel like I'm still a kid at heart. I feel like a kid. I'm 53 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, and none of your business.
But I still feel like a kid, I'm still figuring it out. And I am still figuring it out. When I was in school, thought I was going to be an actress. That was what I wanted to do. And I was good at it. I was in plays. My parents always told me you need to be a lawyer because I was really good at arguing. But I loved performing, and I did a lot of it in elementary school, middle school, high school. But that just didn't, I didn't end up doing that.
And why? Why, Money?
It was my parents' fault.
Yes, of course we all blame our parents, don't we?
No, they were like, I wanted to go to California, and they were like, well, you got to take out a loan. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I didn't enjoy school, the academics part of it. I didn't, that's not how I learned. I had to be hands-on.
What do you mean that's not how you learned?
I struggled.
Explain yourself.
I struggled. I don't like books and worksheets and tests. I feel like I learned better doing the task. So when the acting thing didn't work out, it was like, well, you have to make a living, and so I got a job. I moved out. I had it all figured out. I wanted to, live on my own. I was 19, and it was hard.
What was hard?
It was hard, but I just started working in different offices. I had many jobs, and I really fought my parents on going to school. They again told me how important it was. They were both bilingual. That's very important. But growing up in the 70s, people frowned upon it. Like they would punish you if you spoke Spanish. And so my parents didn't want that.
I know. That's okay.
I think it's so pretty.
Okay, keep going, Money. I'm listening.
So I just kept working. Different jobs and moving my way up. And then I met my husband.
Okay.
I was 20, about to turn 21. And we dated for about 4 years. And then I did photography for a bit, photography by Monica. I would do weddings and any graduation pictures. And then I got pregnant.
And it happened.
I know. And then, you start having kids and
that wasn't fun?
I love that.
Oh.
I was so good at it.
You were good at what?
Being a mom.
And then?
I loved it. That.
Monica, how old are your kids?
So Anthony is 25. He was born in the year 2000. So when all that Y2K, like, oh my God, the world's gonna end. I was like, no, it's not. I'm gonna have a baby. I was due in March. Anyway, Gabby was born November of 97. So I don't know. I really took to motherhood. I really enjoyed it. I was really good at it. And then you do that for 18 plus years, and then they
ungrateful kids.
And then they leave. They leave the nest, and then it's like you're like, what do I do now? And I worked off and on during that time, many different jobs. But we had started the Cristina Project in 2012 after we lost our mom, and I really took control of that. Like we have a lot of different things that we do every year, our annual events. Really proud of that work. But then I met these wonderful ladies, Mary Ann I got to work with at AMA, doing that when I was community outreach and events. That was a lot of fun. I kind of learned, like, I'm really good at this too. Like, I really enjoy engaging with the community, with people. If I was bilingual,
forget it.
It's
over for you, bitches. I'm just kidding.
I'd be like, I don't know, somewhere. I'd be somewhere. But that's something I want to, it's like, try not to have regrets about stuff like that. Like, all you can do is where you are right now. And if you want to change, if you want to do something different, then you make that change. But, like, don't sit in the regret of, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Like, 53, to me, you might as well say like 25. Like, I feel like I have a long time ahead of me. If there's anything I want to do, I can do it. You just have to do it. But I get a lot of feedback on our videos, and people are like, it looks like so much fun, like y'all are having so much fun. And I was like, we are we are having fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put some follow-up questions to this. When you talk about that you did not want to, like, higher education, you became a mom, and now you're doing all of these other things.
Do I say that's, I feel like that's with the work that we do with them, like Houston City College, what used to be Houston Community College, they make things so accessible. Like, when we're telling seniors about it, I'm like, oh my God, I would have done this. Like, and then trade school, like, I would have, like, I've seen some girls do it. Like, they go to trade school for 8 to 12 weeks. They get their certification. They start working, making really good money, and they can pay for any higher education that they want. So, they're not in debt. Like, I see so many things that I didn't see as a kid. Like, I'm sure they were, like, you could have still figured something like that out. But even now, it's like the things I see at Houston City College, it's like, it's just so accessible. And they're basically like, there's so many free programs. It's just like, and they've kind of moved with time. And so there's like movie making, film making, there's marketing, there's all these things that, like, yes, back then it just, I felt like I struggled to learn in like a school setting. But I'm sure a lot of that now is hands-on. Okay. So I do.
I appreciate that. But what I'm trying to, I guess where I'm trying to ask the question, Monica, is you mentioned that, like, schooling was not for you, right? Or it's not something that you really wanted to pursue because you had other ideas, and then you became a mom, and all of that happened, right? Kind of happens to us. So, what was it? When was it that you realize that those kids aren't going to stay little anymore, that you're going to have to figure something else out?
It happens so fast. And that's why I tell, like, new moms or my family or friends that have little kids, it's like, enjoy it, like, squeeze them tight, because it's literally like you blink your eyes.
They're going to leave.
And decades just,
they have to.
And when they're gone, it's like, it is a deafening silence. And so it happened
by choice.
Right. It happened for us during COVID. That's when they had both, Anthony was in boot camp, Gabby was in New York in culinary school. And it was just like eerily quiet. We were stuck at home. I only worked from home for just about a month, but we were essential workers. I was in title and they were like, you have to come to work. But my husband works from home. He learned to garden. He started during COVID. He was living his best life. He loved it. And I was just like, I was like bored to tears. I was like, oh my God, because no third space.
Yeah.
No third space during that time. And I craved like to travel and do something else. But yeah, it got eerily quiet. And he was like, honey, we don't have anything to fight about. I was like, because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to fight about.
We have nothing to fight about.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, but what I want to do is help people, which we do through our nonprofits, and I want to experience life, which we do. So with you and Mary Ann, with Las Patronas, Latina Leadership, like we've been able to have so many of those great experiences. But yeah, you're always left craving more, but right now with this AI revolution, like I see kids that are really like picking up on it, creating apps,
What do you really want to do, Monica? Because I hear all of this, and I hear your really great advice, because you have really amazing advice. But if okay, how about this? If money wasn't an issue and you woke up day to day, what would you honestly, in true honesty, what would you be doing?
Yeah, I really think I want to get into producing, telling stories.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind acting in them, directing them, producer, actor, director. I think because you can really learn stuff by watching a film. I love films. I love movies and films.
Oh my God.
You can be moved.
She nod.
Because you can be moved in such a way by film. And I love theater. I did theater in high school. I loved it. I love making people feel emotion, So I think I would do that. Plus just continuing, sorry, I keep poking you.
No, you're right.
Continuing to help people. I enjoy doing that as well.
Are we talking about writing, scripting? Are we talking about storyboarding?
Well,
are we talking documentary?
Stories. Well, I think maybe not a documentary, but
you know what, Monica? It's a really good thing you say that.
Yeah.
Because you know what I've been wanting to
What?
do. Remember that story I told you about that girl, the one that went missing when I was in high school, and I showed you the poster, the flyer. I've been wanting to do like what do they call them right now? On a true crime.
Yeah, the true crime podcast.
True crime
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh my God,
we should do like a true crime, like on what. So I've heard the story on like
sometimes they solve the mysteries.
I think it's solved already.
Oh, okay.
I think, but we never heard anything from what happened to the girl.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm afraid of? That if I search her name, that what if it's not solved, and they're gonna be like, oh, this is the person who visited this website. And they're, you know what I mean?
We got a hit.
Yes. Because I think that what if it's not solved?
Yeah.
And I went to school with her.
Yeah.
And this is like she was a 16-year-old girl who kind of just vanished. Her dad and her came from Mexico. Her dad did something. I want to say he was and you know what? This was when Juan was a reporter. And so he did a bunch of interviews with her.
About it?
Not with her, I'm sorry, with him.
Yeah.
With him about like his daughter. And it was like a whole thing. But I want to do like a true crime on like her story.
Yeah.
Because I still
Do you
have the
remember
flyer.
her name?
I don't remember off the top of my head. But I still have the flyer. I still have the flyer because it was such an impact to me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how fucking dorky. How it's such an impact to me. No.
But it resonated with you. You still talk about it today.
I don't know if I can still, I don't know if it resonated with me. It's just the proximity of her closeness to like me. Because she took the same bus stop that I did. She did all the things that most of us did in that school. She was on her way to school when she disappeared.
Yeah. Well, I told you. And back then there were no cameras. There were no cell towers. There was nothing, to kind of find a footprint or, what happened. But I told her this story. I got into a car once. I could be not here. Like what, if the guy was, my mom, our car broke down. She said, walk home. It was a good, probably 2 miles.
Did you get in the car?
I got in the car.
Monica.
So I walked.
Son of a biscuit.
She could see me. This was by Hobby Airport.
Oh my God. She got in the car.
She could see me. She saw me get in this car. But anyway, it started to rain. This guy pulls up next to me. And I'm like, I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. And, I'm like, he's like, I'm not gonna, I go, my mom's right over there. I was like, why wouldn't he just go back and pick her up? It was my mom and her friend. So my mom's, I finally, I'm just like, okay, fine. Get in the car. My mom sees this from afar. And I'm telling him, take me to there's like a grocery store so I can call. Like there were no cell phones back in this day. He doesn't want to take me there. He's like, no, I'll just take you home. The minute I got in the car, like all kinds of things were going off, like
all kinds of alerts.
I know, and I'm like, oh, can I open this door? But God was watching over me. He took me home. But oh my gosh, my mom probably didn't talk to me for a week.
You got in trouble.
Oh my gosh, she was so mad at me.
That's what you get, Monica.
But I'm like,
why are you getting in strangers' cars?
Why is she making me walk in the rain?
Don't blame her.
I know. I feel so bad because I know she was just like
her heart was probably
yeah. But that could have been a bad guy, and Monica could be no more.
But that's what I'm saying though.
But yes, let's do a podcast.
She went missing, and I always wanted to know what happened to her, because again, she was here alone with just her and her dad.
Yeah. Like everything with the Epstein files and just how women are, we're magical creatures. Okay. We create life.
Yeah.
We create life. And I just, the society and the way women, I just, just before we got here, I was looking at something. It was about a school board
Where'd you see it,
there was
Monica?
a student.
Where'd you see it?
It was on Reels.
Not TikTok, Angelica. Fuck you.
But there's a student sitting next to a board member, and he goes, "You're hot," okay? And a parent had a problem with that, and he was like, he should be removed. He shouldn't be talking to a student that way. And then they show a little clip where he kisses her at the meeting.
Who the fuck was
it? It was so gross. And so they're fighting. And so the father is talking to the school board, and he's like, who has a problem with this? Raise your hand. None of them raised their hand. And he's like, you all need to be removed. I just hate how women are treated.
Girl, that's something else. That is not okay.
And boys are trafficked, but I mean, the majority girls are trafficked, and scooped up and kidnapped, and but we should do a podcast. I'm all for
harassed,
it.
Molested, Monica. Say that there's not traffic. They're being harassed in the moment. Traffic means, or that's kidnapping. Like if you remove them to a place to go somewhere else to do things to them, that's kidnapping. That's that's assault. Like that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
We use
we're
the word,
not treated like the magical creatures that we
use
are.
the term loosely to traffic, being trafficked. Like we're gonna be sold off. You don't have to be sold off.
Yeah.
To be completely in a high risk like situation. When we think traffic, we think something completely. Anyway, Jesus. Now we're out here. Bueno, Monica. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you for coming here.
We'll thank you for coming more on the road.
Yes. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. Thank you, Monica.
Yes.
We're losing light. So,
I know, but you guys follow for more. This is going to be an exciting tour.
Yeah.
So excited. So proud of you.
Thank you, Munzies. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay.
All right. Until next time.
And with that,
we'll see you next time.
Bye. Jesus.